y'all, now this one right here is wild. So let's take it back, way back, to when Beyoncé was still a part of Destiny's Child. This was before she became the queen of the music world, before she was married to Jay-Z, and before Lemonade and Renaissance. She was just starting out, but even back then, everybody knew she was going to be a star. Now here's where the tea starts to spill. Around 2001, Beyoncé got her first acting role in a movie called Carmen, a hip-hopera. It was a musical drama, and guess who starred in it with her? None other than Mos Def, who now goes by the name Yasiin Bey. He was already known as a super talented rapper and actor, and in the movie, he had some scenes with Beyoncé that were, let's just say, very close. People who watched the movie noticed their chemistry, and soon rumors started flying that Beyoncé and Mos Def were doing more than just acting together. Some folks believed they were secretly dating during that time. But here's the part that made everyone talk. DJ Cipher Sounds, who used to work with Mos Def, said he remembered when they traveled to London together for shows. Destiny's Child was performing there too, and according to him, Mos Def was definitely messing around with Beyoncé. He didn't say it as a maybe. He said it like he knew what was going on. That's a big deal, because most of the time, celebrities try to keep their personal lives private, especially when it comes to stuff like this. And guess what happened not long after all of that? Beyoncé and Jay-Z became official. Just like that, the rumors about Mos Def stopped, and suddenly Jay-Z was the one by her side. Now people are saying Jay-Z might have stepped in and made sure that Mos Def was out of the picture. It's not the first time folks have said Jay-Z had a way of clearing the room when it came to Beyoncé. We've heard whispers that he started talking to her before they went public, even while other people might have still had a chance. Now, some people believe that Jay-Z didn't just start dating Beyoncé out of nowhere. He might have seen the bond between her and Mos Def and decided to step in before it got serious. After that, it looked like Mos Def slowly started stepping away from the spotlight. He stopped doing a lot of music and acting projects, and some people think it wasn't just his choice. What if something or someone pushed him out? And remember that same DJ, Cipher Sounds? He didn't stop at talking about Mos Def and Beyoncé. He also spilled that when he later worked with Pharrell, he found out that Beyoncé and Pharrell had something going on too, but not all the way. According to Cypher, Pharrell once made a comment about Beyoncé's body, saying it was super soft and there were some flirty vibes, but it never turned into a full relationship. Still, it was enough to make things awkward. He even shared a story about when Jay-Z introduced him to Beyoncé at the 40/40 Club, and it was just strange. Jay-Z was acting nervous and weird, like he didn't want to introduce her at all. Beyoncé gave him a certain look too, like she was trying to warn him to be cool. If you know how to read body language, you could tell something was up. So now that Jay-Z was officially in the picture, things started to change real fast. From what people were saying, even though Beyoncé and Jay-Z were now dating, Mos Def still wasn't giving up. Word on the street was that he still had feelings for Beyoncé and he wasn't trying to hide it. But if there's one thing people know about Jay-Z, it's that he doesn't play when it comes to Beyoncé. It's said that once Jay-Z found out Mos Def was still interested, that's when things started getting complicated. Some folks believe that's around the time Mos Def began disappearing from the spotlight. Now, Mos Def didn't just wake up and decide he didn't want to do music or act anymore. No. He told people that he was done with the music industry as it was. He didn't like how things were run and how people were treated. But behind the scenes, others were whispering a different story. They think Jay-Z may have played a big part in why Mos Def left the scene. See, Mos Def wasn't the only one who may have been pushed out. The same thing happened with Sean Paul. Remember the song Baby Boy, the huge hit Beyoncé and Sean Paul did together? Yeah, well, things started to get real weird after that. At first, Sean Paul thought it was just going to be a normal collab. He was excited and ready to make magic with Beyoncé. But then, when it came time to shoot the video, he was told they wouldn't be filming any scenes together. That was super confusing to him because he thought the video was going to be more like a story with both of them acting out parts. He said he felt disappointed, and not just him. Even his team in Jamaica didn't understand what was going on. After that, people started gossiping, saying something was going on between him and Beyoncé. Sean Paul denied it, but the rumors kept growing. The next few performances he had with Beyoncé got even weirder. During one performance, Sean Paul said his mic was completely off. He was jumping and hyping the crowd, but no one could hear him. His own band was mad backstage because they felt like it was done on purpose. At first, Sean Paul thought maybe it was a mistake or a tech problem until it happened again. Another time, they were performing at an MTV event in Scotland. They had done the full rehearsal and everything went fine. Sean was supposed to come up from under the stage and meet Beyoncé in the center, where fire would surround them. But when it came time for him to rap his part, the music just kept repeating Beyoncé's line. His part never came on. Sean was left standing there, totally confused. Not long after that, Beyoncé reportedly asked Sean Paul about the dating rumors. She said it was hurting her career. He tried to clear things up, even offering to talk to Jay-Z directly. But the damage was already done. It looked like Beyoncé's team didn't want him around anymore. Sean Paul found out that Beyoncé was rehearsing Baby Boy without him for the VMAs, and when he checked with the label, they confirmed that she was going to do the performance alone. He was cut out, just like that. People close to the situation say that Beyoncé told some folks behind the scenes that Jay-Z didn't want her sharing the stage with any other man, especially someone like Sean Paul, who had his own huge fan base and charisma. Jay-Z allegedly thought Sean was too popular, and the rumors made him jealous. Some say he even accused Beyoncé of cheating with Sean Paul, and that's why he demanded she stop working with him. Now here's where it circles back. Mos Def wasn't the only one feeling the pressure. And if what we're hearing is true, there may have been a pattern of certain artists getting pushed away for getting too close to Queen Bee. People are starting to talk now in ways they didn't before. For a long time, no one wanted to speak up about how Jay-Z ran things behind the scenes. But now, it seems like some people feel more comfortable opening up. Mos Def might be one of those people. With all the cheating rumors, scandals, and cracks in Jay-Z and Beyoncé's perfect image, folks say the power Jay once had is slowly fading. And that means more voices might finally be heard. People say that Mos Def could be ready to tell the full story. He's been quiet for years, but maybe that was for a reason. If he really was pushed out because of his closeness to Beyoncé, he might have a lot to say. What really happened during that time? Did he get threats? Was his career blocked on purpose? These are the questions people are starting to ask, and it's not just about Mos. The rumor mill has started spinning about other artists who might have stories too. Whispers are going around that Jay-Z may have kept a tight grip on who got to be around Beyoncé, and anyone who stepped out of line got cut off. If that's true, it could mean there's way more to the story than we even know. They say Jay-Z even went so far as to hire private investigators to follow Beyoncé and the people around her. That's how serious it got. People are starting to piece things together, and the timeline is looking messy. If Mos Def talks, it could blow everything open. People want to know if he stayed silent to protect himself, or maybe to protect her. And just when you think it couldn't get messier, there are claims that more artists are finally ready to come forward. These aren't just random stories. They come from people who were in the room, who saw how it all played out. So the real question now is, what does Mos Def know that we don't? And baby, what happens if he finally decides to speak? Stay glued and don't miss what comes next. Like, share, and subscribe for more juicy celebrity news.